Greetings, everybody, and good morning. Welcome here to the Prog Monster. My name is Murph. I am the host of this show, a show dedicated to progressive rock and other forms of rock music. So we're here for the month of June to start a new series, a brand new one for the entire month of June, which is 30 bands that had members that went on to more commercial success in other bands. So the first criteria is that I guess I got to give you a little bit of criteria here on it. So these are basically musicians that played in bands that may have had an album or two, or maybe they had a hit song, or maybe they had a few songs that made the charts, or maybe they were noted for playing a lot around or something like that. They weren't bad, but they weren't terribly successful. And one of the members of the band left and went on to play in a much more successful, larger band, I guess, as you might want to call it. And I'm only going to stick with band to band. I'm not going to do band to solo artists because that's a different thing. I may do something on that at some other point. But anyways, the first one we're going to do today, I chose, and none of these are in any particular order. I'm not going from the most famous to the least famous, or the least famous to most famous, or my favorite to the least favorite, whatever. None of that here. These are just basically just people I've picked out, or band members I've picked out who've had this happen. And I decided to put this one first just because this guy's my favorite guitar player. And the band he started with was this band called Tomorrow. Yes, we're talking about none other than, there he is there, Steve Howe. Look at him. So different looking. Wow. Anyway, Steve Howe started with this band, Tomorrow. This particular album, actually came out in 1968. I have a feeling they had at least one other album, but I don't remember. I'd have to go and check. Anyways, that band started 1968. Steve Howe was a member of the band. And then an opportunity came in 1971 to join this band. There's a picture of him up there in the corner. Not looking so bold, haircut. So Steve Howe joins Yes on this album here. The Yes album. Absolutely killer album. I believe this is probably my second favorite Yes album. Yes, it doesn't have Rick Wakeman on it, and there isn't some great guitar, keyboard stuff going on here, although Tony Kaye is not bad. He just wasn't big on the synthesizers, I think. So they kind of, at this point, they pushed Peter Banks out in favor of Steve Howe, and after this album, they pushed Tony Kaye out in favor of Rick Wakeman, and I guess that kind of got under Bill Bruford's skin a bit. He didn't really like it, and eventually moved out himself. Anyways, terrific album. And this is actually quite good as well. You see hints of Steve Howe's ability on this album when you listen to it. It's a bit of a proggy album, but I think it's probably more of a poppy kind of psychedelic album. I like the album cover quite a bit. And I do like this album. It's pretty good, actually. And yeah, but he went on to play in this band with Yes and had a stellar career. Actually went on to play with Asia and GTR and had his own solo stuff. I think he's got like 27 solo albums even. So he's had a very illustrious career, but that was the big jump. So he went from Tomorrow to the Yes album, and that was the big jump for him. So we will be doing this series throughout the month. And this first episode is going to be a little bit longer only because I got to give you a full explanation. I'll try to cut the explanation down on the next episode. Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this. Please hit the like and subscribe. If you want to make any comments about Tomorrow or the Yes or Steve Howe in general, you can do that as well. And we will see you tomorrow with another episode of 30 bands that had a member that went on to play in a bigger or more commercially successful band. There'll be a title here eventually. Okay, take care and have a good one. Goodbye.